name and he appears.
Guys, what is going on? We're back Tuesday night, chilling and chatting, rocking and rolling, moving and grooving. I mean, slicing and dicing. I could go on and on. I was making up rhymes in my head earlier that I've already forgotten. I'm like, that would be cool. But I digress, guys. Tuesday night, chilling and chatting. Let's go show. It's high octane time. So get up or get out the way, guys. If you're looking to have a podcast to put you to sleep tonight, I am not the one. So you better go somewhere else, because here we're about to get really, really loud and really, really crazy, guys. We have a lot to talk about. We got AtGames news, we got Wonderland, and we got G.I. Joe news. So this is all very exciting. Plus, there's been some additions to the CornerCade and some news I can share with you on our home arcade going into that XL Revolution. I also put up a poll, guys. If you haven't already, go check it out. Not the one in the live stream, but on my community tab, because XL Deluxe. Oh, I got some information back from the community, so we'll take a look at that as well. And I think that's everything on the docket. Guys. If there's anything else you want to bring up, say it now in the chat, guys. Speaking of which, before we get started, we want to go over to you guys, and we want to scroll all the way up for all the 23 people in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. This is Danny, and this is the Let's Go show. So let's get this party started, guys. Let's do this. Big Vicious is in the house, one of my moderators. He says, Danny, you know me. I'm not a pinball guy, but that TMNT pin might be coming to the Vix Arcade. Let's go, dude. That would be pretty cool. We'll talk about that. I reached out to AtGames. I wanted to get a little confirmation. So we're going to let you guys know if that's fake or if it's real. So let's go. We'll get to that a little later in the stream. Vic Vicious also said he ordered his Donkey Kong from Joel Tendo. Let's go, dude. That's awesome. I know a lot of my friends in the community here have ordered from Joel, so awesome stuff. I want to see pictures, guys. I want to see video of setting this up, building it, maybe here, there. You don't have to do the whole thing. We're not going to do a whole unboxing. And I want to see some video of it completed so we can show it off on the show. I want to show all the different skins and everything, because I think this is really exciting and really cool. And I couldn't be happier for G.I. Joe on the backside. What a mention. This couldn't happen to a nicer guy. This is really just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning. I can't wait for what's coming next from his products, and we're going to talk about it. Vic Vicious said he also ordered... Oh, Play Choice is next, and Robotron. Okay, so Vic Vicious, you're going nuts. That's awesome, dude. Let's go. That's 3 cabs. Let's do it. The B Me says, Vic spending all the money in the world for his amazing setup. Yeah. So, for those of you that don't know, Vic Vicious has a huge basement. You gotta show. Give me more. I've shown it on the show before, but we'll have to show it when it's all done again. He's got like 20 mod projects going down all at once. It's crazy. So he's got a lot of stuff going on right now. So this is gonna be cool when it's all completed, and those custom Joel Tendo cabs are gonna be awesome, man. Dan Z, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Whenever I see that St. Louis Cardinal icon of yours, it gets me thinking about the Cubs, and they are slipping hard in the division, man. I mean, we're holding on to wild card hopes at this point. Come on, Cubbies, wake up! And even he's got the let's go going. That's awesome. Spreading the positivity and the love, guys. This is great. This is awesome. I love you guys. Can I get a yeah?
Yeah!
There we go, baby. There we go. All right, where we at here? J-Rod never misses a show. You guys are always so consistent. I love you guys. You're always here, right on time. And full disclosure, I may or may not get interrupted at any given point because I got 2 toddlers that are kind of asleep, kind of not. So they might wake up, and then they might come and want a daily change, right? So we'll see what happens. We might have to take a TV timeout, and you guys go get a drink, and we'll refuel. But we'll save that till it happens, if it happens, right? Robot Ron, a CornerCade crew channel member of mine, says I might have to get the Robotron when it comes out. I mean, Robot Ron. I mean, it's your name. It's in the icon. You gotta. I'm already hyped about that. I'm very, very excited about that one. I just messaged Joel before the show started, and I said, dude, can you do one just 3 inches wider, 3 inches taller? That's an XL, please. You already got the 19-inch. Come on, G.I. Joel. Let's make this an option. It's possible, man. Come on, let's do it. I want to get you guys on board, and I'm going to tell you why, because I'm going to show some poll results, and albeit it's a small sample, but Paul Mindeman has been sampling this for ages now, and it's always leaned in one direction. So we'll take a look at that. Israel Gaming, part of the CornerCade crew, paying that 99 cents a month. Let's go, man. What's going on, CornerCade crew? Thank you so much, man, for tuning in and stopping by. And that's right. He wants to follow with a smash that like button for the CornerCade. I would really, really appreciate it. And then he gets the let's fucking go. That's right, baby. He's hyped in the chat. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And he also is a content creator, so go check his stuff out. Go, moderators, throw a link in the chat. Give Israel a sub. Check him out. He's a really nice guy. Mr. Crimson's in the building. All right, let's go, baby. It's Tuesday night. We waited long enough. John J is here. Hey, everyone, and saying go, go, go. Kind of like, let's go, 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 baby. Let's go. And there's me getting hyped in the chat. B. Kirby, the Chicago arcade guy. Now, B. Kirby was supposed to join me on this show. We were going to be doing a giveaway, right? Well, stuff happens. It's in the news, and the city of Chicago's flooding. So B. Kirby has been working like 15 hours straight, so he cannot make it tonight. I appreciate, dude, being in the chat while getting the job done working, but there's like a water main that exploded, and it's like 45 feet high in the air. It was on the news. He's got all his guys working on it, so hopefully you guys can fix that up, because that looked crazy. I watched the news clip that you sent me. Holy cow. Jason Little Alien, let's go, man. He is here and in the building, and we're not supposed to talk about the Walkabout Golf secret break room, so we'll keep that quiet. Dude, I'm back-to-back, dude. Back-to-back 2 times in a row now. Champion. I'm on fire, dude. That P-Dubs tournament, you better watch out. You better watch out. I am on fire right now. I'm coming for that title belt. Let's go, man. Dr. Torque is in the building. Good evening, Danny. Hello, everyone. Dr. Torque, one of the nicest guys on the planet. I mean, we got all the nice people in the building. Let's go, baby. What's Vic saying here? XL Deluxe cabs can happily live together in perfect harmony, and you are not wrong, because we'll have some Deluxes in here. I've still got Time Crisis, Big Buck Hunter. I'm never getting rid of Fast and Furious, so we'll still have those. All right, let's see. James, I love you. So I have a poll. Would you rather buy an NES track and field or an NES stadium events if they are both $10? Remember, the stadium events is worth $20K. You're missing the point. I'm gonna pull this up, because everybody, I'm saying, take price out of it. Even Kevin from Spreetail commented on the post. Let's go, dude. We got Spreetail into the comments of the poll. I love it. Chris Nooner is in the building. You can always be part-time Mariners fan. We're looking good right now. Dude, listen, Chris, I've never, ever, ever thought to don another team's colors. I mean, never, dude. And I moved up in Wisconsin about 21 years ago, dude. And the Packers were smoking hot. They had Brett Favre, drafting Aaron Rodgers. And, I didn't even think of ever wearing the green and gold. I was like, I'm a Bears fan, dude. Ride and die, baby. And I've never, ever thought about wearing, like, another team's colors. Now, you'll see me on stream with, like, college hoodies that have, like, Florida Gators or whatever. That's because I got them cheap off Fanatics, like $20, It's like, who the hell cares? College, right? But, yeah, you'll never see me, like, cheering or denouncing the Cubs or forgetting about the Bulls, even though it's so frustrating that they can't pay Josh Giddey. Like, come on, man. Kobe White, Josh Giddey, your backcourt for the future. What are you doing? It's so frustrating sometimes. It truly, truly is. It's very frustrating when the Cubs can't go out there and make a big splash at the free agency. You got 4 average pitchers coming in here. It's like, come on. You take a swing at the World Series. It's prime position right now, I digress. But yeah, never gonna happen. I'm gonna stay true and through to Chicago. Mr. Murph Dog is in the house. Let's go, baby. Paul said, did someone say XL? That's almost like you say XL. It's like,
say his name and he appears.
It's so funny, Paul. Guys, I forgot about Trivia Tuesday like 2 weeks back to back, but I'm not forgetting tonight. I got a trivia question for Trivia Tuesday, so I'm gonna see if you guys. I'm gonna see if I can stump you guys. Julio Hernandez is in the house. Let's go, man. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Danny, nice pickup. XL has spoken. CornerCade XL. Thank you, Julio. I'm gonna show you guys. My channel members get everything first, but I'm gonna show you guys kind of what we did. It's not the best pictures, right? It's not the best pictures, and it's about, I would say the closet Cade is about what, 90% done. I just need to hide the cord with like, those cord concealers, and then I need to get a little bit of artwork, and then we'll be A-OK. Joe-Cade, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Let's go, baby. End of Line is in the house. Hey, everyone, thank you for stopping by and being here. And Julio, thank you for throwing that link in there for Israel Gaming. All right, guys, I think we're caught up. I love the chatter in the building. Keep talking amongst yourselves and keep adding to the conversation here. Wow. I bring up this guy right here. Oh, look at this poll. Let's see if I can get a little closer here. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, guys, we're going to kick off the show with a poll. But I almost forgot. Literally, I just said I wasn't going to forget, and then I almost forgot. We're going to kick it off with Trivia Tuesday, guys. Here's a question. How did Ryu from Street Fighter get his iconic red headband? Can anybody guess that in the chat? Cammy, thank you so much for stopping by just in the nick of time. Can anybody guess that? I saw it and I was like, that is a good trivia question. And Vic, I didn't hit you up for the trivia question. I'm sorry. I had one. I had one in prime position. Vic is my show producer, so he always helps me out with topics and whatnot. But does anybody know in the chat, how did Ryu get his iconic headband? And while you guys are thinking, no Googling, guys, don't Google, just ask. Just either you know or you know. Don't Google. Just either you know or you don't, While you guys are answering that, remember the stream that I did like a couple days ago? We had like major flooding all over the place. That's why my stream was all messed up. Remember, I had to take myself down, put myself up. It's weird how like storms can affect the stream, As storms can affect the stream, it's weird. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Okay, looks like we got a question. That's what we're going to answer from Ken when he hurt himself. Yes, Ken did give it to him. I saw that. So I might be a little bit late to the party, guys. I might be a little bit late to the party. So you are right. Hold on. Wait. We have like a sound effector for that. So it's going to get a little. So here, there we go. And then if you got it wrong, we go. There you go. I like it. We'll work on it. We'll practice. We'll get the kinks out, right? So yes, Israel, I believe that's right. Vic Vicious, you got it right too. Ken gave it to him. I saw Street Fighter the movie, like the animated movie. That is a pretty good movie. I watched the whole thing straight. Like if it wasn't entertaining to me, I would have put it down a long time ago, right? Has anyone in the chat seen that movie? Let me know. But yeah, that was a cool movie, and in the open, that's where I saw it from. In the opening scene, you get Sagat fighting Ryu in the storm. Love it. Me about storms, I love it. But Alpha 2 got a lot of inspiration from that movie. You see that same fight in the game, and so it's cool to like. Cause I'm on an Alpha 2 kick. If anybody hasn't realized that yet, I'm on an Alpha 2 kick with the new iconic arcade coming out and playing the KI Pro guys that we have. You literally look at it like, shit, that's like gonna be the Alpha 2, man. Like 68 inches tall, the big beef, front to back, side to side, and the sticks are better on that. Oh my god, my wife was playing it, and she's like, we can't go back to the regular arcade 1-up sticks now. So the KI Pro ruined that in a good way, right? Like it's so much better. And for those of you guys that are, maybe I'm just bad with combos. I mean, I was hitting combos left and right with Saberwolf and Fulgore. Those are like my mains. I like to pick Spinal so I can hear Spinal. Like who doesn't want to hear? That's my son's favorite too.
Combo breaker.
But I was hitting the combos, so I don't know. Maybe some of them are just defective. I don't know. But I was hitting the combos, and I was having a blast. Now, when I was entering like my Wi-Fi password, yeah, the thing was all gobbledygook, right? It was all over the place. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I can't speak upon everyone's. I'm playing just fine with it. I think it's really cool. The buttons I may or may not switch out. We talked about this in the last stream, but I digress. I don't want to get too sidetracked, right? Gale Force Raceway, let's go, man. You're here Tuesday. Steve Sale is in the building. Let's go. You had a good game of WAG. For those of you that don't know, it's Walkabout Golf last night. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, sometimes when I'm on it, I'm on it. When I'm off, it's just game over. Same thing with Jason. Jason's really good. Like when Jason is in the zone, you cannot stop him. But when I start making those bank shots, like when it's all going all over the place, just stop. Don't get ahead of yourself because it's game over. It's game over. Oh, so Cammy loved it too. I watched it so many times on DVD. I wish they did like a sequel to Street Fighter, the anime movie. Did they? I don't think they did. But it was just a really good movie. Like it just kept me kept me going, kept me in tune, you know. I did like that though. Sony, you just here? Time to start the show over. Hit the intro. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Let's go, man. Lots of let's goes in the chat. I absolutely love it. Dr. Torque says, my outrun with a 4-inch riser 68, the Alpha 2 is going to be awesome. See, that's where you could still make those. See, my big thing with, like, you know, with the Deluxes and the XLs was, and we'll get to that poll in just a second, is the heights don't matter. We've already taken care of that. Arcades, it's the width. You know, not all arcades were skinny and then some were fat, to my knowledge. I mean, retro arcades. I'm not talking about the new ones now. But they were all generally the same width. I think that's what gets me. And then the 19-inch to the 17-inch, that's what gets me. But yeah, so that's what gets me all confused. But yeah. My boy B Kirby, thank you, my guy. You don't have to, but I always appreciate it. 10, count them, 10 CornerCade crew members were just thrown out there. Let's see. Let's take a look at who's the lucky one. All right, we got Josh Danny, Dr. Torque, you just got one. Skyhook, Zero Redux, Thumper Squid got one. Let's go. Calvin Wong, Dude's Arcade. So a couple familiar names with some new faces there, with some familiar faces. So that is awesome. Thank you so much, B Kirby, for throwing it down. Let's go. That's how you get the party started right there. I love hearing the sounders because that's what gets my blood flowing. All right, guys, let's go back. Let's go back to the poll. Here it is right here. Let's fucking go. Yeah, give B Kirby a shout out. Dr. Torque, you're green now. You're green. Let's go. Dave Marshall says, just tilted the monitor back on my Legends Ultimate Mini and it looks so much better. Oh, well, there's a nice little mod. Gotta show us. Take a picture. Set it into the show, man. Let's take a look. Let's go, man. All right, here we go. Yes, B Kirby, thank you so much, man, dude. You're a swell guy, and I hope everything is good, and I hope you can get an extra day off because you were working like nonstop. They work B Kirby to death over there in Chicago. All right, guys. This is a perfect setup. Look at the poll to my ratio. This is beautiful. So I threw out there, I'm just curious, guys. I'm just curious, okay? We had 117 votes. If the prices are the same, so take price out of the equation, because a lot of people are like, well, I don't get XL because it's $6.99 or $5.99 or whatever the case may be, or it's only at club stores, right? I don't like that either. I don't like that either. You're not the only one. Let's say everything's just $4.99, okay? From Iconic, you know, basic fun, arcade 1-up if they're still alive, which we'll talk about that in just a second. What would you guys prefer to buy, right? Price is the same. Just take price out of the equation. An overwhelming 72% are taking XL, okay? And I gotta hop on board with you, man. I mean, my wife touched the Pac-Man for the first time when she came home, and she's like, oh, wow. Like, this is just, it makes the other one look like a baby. That's literally verbatim what she said. It makes the other one look like a baby, you know? And it's just the width. You know, I'm looking at it right now in the closet there. It's the marquee, the size. It just gives it that. It blends the lines closer to, like, you know, recreation with a real thing, right? And I think we can all agree on that. Having the 19-inch monitor is just better. It just is better. What's going on, Penny Arcade? Let's do this. Let's do this. And Dave Marshall said he will send it in once he gets the coin door added. So this was just like a nice little poll that I kind of just spurred up, right? And it can create some good conversation. Now, Paul Mindeman has done way more research than I have on this, but I've seen Paul's polls. Whoa. Time out. Just don't clip that. Paul, I've seen your polls. Let's go, baby. I hope I can make someone out there laugh. I've seen Paul's polls. And Paul's an XL guy, trust me, from the CornerCade. So Paul, he's pulled these all over the place, YouTube, Reddit, you know, you name it, right? And it's all been. I wish I had a sounder for that. I don't have like I don't have a funny sounder for that. But you can say
he's on fire.
There you go. But yeah, so I think in general, like, people would prefer the XL. Like, take price out of the equation. Yeah, this show is derailed. Hey, I caught myself right when it came out of my mouth. I said I shouldn't have said that, right? Hey, we're having fun here. We're kicking it live on a Tuesday. Let's fucking go. So again, now is this the end all be all? No, but there's a reason why, guys. That John D is like, I'm not making anything less than an XL, right? I'm not making anything less than an XL. So that is what truly kind of prompted me to say, okay, look, let's bring this down real quick. Okay, look, I brought this up before. John D is going to make those really cool, like, niche titles, right? You never saw Arcade 1-Up do an Alpha 2, okay? They weren't going to do Double Dragon. They're not doing Tekken, right? So, if John D can bring those to the equation, it's like, okay, well, maybe I'll just go XL. It doesn't suck that it's at a membership store. Yeah. I don't like that. I just don't like that. I got to pay an extra $60. I don't like that, right? And hopefully it'll come to other retailers, and who knows, right? Who knows at the end of the day. But you're gonna get better controls. You're getting the 19-inch. You're getting just a little bit more, right? And I think I had a lot of cool deluxes, and I could have rode out that train, right? With Basic Fun not putting the coin doors on their deluxes, or their ultras. I'd have to like have a template, put a coin door on from Arcade 1-Up, kind of do a little modding, which is not difficult, but the XL is just it's that like final integration. It's kind of like the progression from the shark fin first gen Arcade 1-Up that came out to now. And this is, like I said, this is like the end game. I can feel confident knowing that the Pac-Man XL, Golden Tee Midway, Killer Instinct XL, aka Pro, those aren't going anywhere. So now I can look at it and say, okay, if I want to put like a Sanwa joystick in the Pac-Man, I'm going to do that, because this is it, right? I'm not just going to mod it to make a video to then sell it. Like, this is it. Like, this is the cabinet, It doesn't get any better than this. This is it. Now it's like we look forward to other titles. And speaking of which, on a total side note, guys, if we don't hear something from Arcade 1-Up within a week or two, I think if it's even less than that, like some port data, we might not be getting an XL from them. It's a little concerning, to say the least. It's a little concerning. Dave Marshall says, even the XL from Arcade 1-Up is 70% full arcade size, so that's perfect. Still slightly smaller for homes. I think this is the perfect blend of, I can still move an XL. It's not like an arcade, full size arcade where I got to have my buddies come over after work to like tinker and then put it back in its position. Like, there's none of that, right? I think it really does it's that perfect medium. That's what Paul was saying kind of like the whole time. And listen, trust me, I still am. I'm a big deluxe guy. I'm a big XL guy. I'm just personally shifting over to XL because that's going to be the future, Arcade 1-Up's not really going to make stuff, so you're really just going to have Basic Fun. If you do an XL size, you essentially have at least two companies that you can buy arcades from. Iconic Arcade, and Basic Fun, and maybe AtGames, right? If they come out with like a new Legends, or their pinballs are pretty much an XL size. But Arcade 1-Up, maybe, but you're kind of painting yourself in a box to Basic Fun. Now, you could say the same thing if you just get XLs, right? You could say the same thing. You could say, well, Danny, they're going to make a Star Wars Ultra, but they're not going to make a Star Wars Supreme. Well, yeah, you're right. So it goes both ways, but I'm telling you, when John D, signed on with Iconic, and I think really Alpha 2, Third Strike, Alpha 3, like those three titles, I'm like, and 1942 or 44, whatever, I was like, I gotta get this cabinet. Like, this thing is awesome. It's gonna be so damn cool. And like playing on the Killer Instinct, like playing with the bigger sticks and the better buttons, like it's just a better overall experience playing on the 19-inch monitor. So I can only imagine what these other games are gonna be like. It's just gonna be incredible. And even my wife agrees. And my wife is shorter, dude. My wife is shorter than 6 foot, right? So she even enjoys it better. So I think this is gonna be really cool. But I digress. I want to go on a tangent here. Let me bring up. So those are the poll results, if you guys are just getting in and seeing right there. So it's an overwhelming XL size. Now, take price out. So Evan Payne says if it's 30% cheaper, I would prefer the 3/4 scale. So if you bring price back into the equation, if you bring it back in, right, people would more so be inclined to get a deluxe because of the price point, right? The price point. You don't want to necessarily spend $200. Maybe you don't see. I personally think $100 more is worth the value of getting a 19-inch, getting that coin door, because that's going to be an extra option on these XL cabs, and possibly getting the better controls like what Iconic is doing, if they are. We don't know yet, right? We can't count our chickens before they hatch. So it's going to be up to you guys. Obviously, you are going to make the purchasing, buying on that. But I just thought it was kind of interesting, and it made for good banter and conversation. And James saying you can't not include price. I just wanted to see what the body styles would prefer. That's all, really. That's all. I wish they could. And Paul, you make up a good point, but I wish they could narrow that price point down. Like if it was like $50 more for the XL, right? Right. Paul was saying not every deluxe was cheaper though. Time Crisis $6.99, T2 similar. So price is barely that different. Yeah, it's about $100, on average for your average cab. So again, XL is gonna be awesome. Yeah. I will say this real quick. Let me grab a sip here. So Israel, I said it yesterday or the last stream, my live review. The Killer Instinct Pro XL is $699 tops, right? $699 tops. There ain't no way in hell that's $1,000 cab. There's a lot of cool aspects to it, but there's also a lot of things that aren't so well, right? Like the sound, for example. But that is not $1,000 cabinet. No, it's not. And I think that's why it took them so long to sell through everything. Okay, so let's move on from that. Let's give you some CornerCade crew updates. Let's give you some CornerCade updates here. Let's take this off the stage here. Let's go here. No, let's go there. No, let's go here. No. I guess this will work. Okay, guys, so here's the ClosetCade. So this is our expansion. Took my closet. I'm like, I really don't need this. There's really nothing in it besides arcade parts, right? And so I expanded the right side row down. We got the LED light there. I still need a cord cover for that. I got the Pac-Man XL there. We're gonna get for some reason the previous owner removed the deck protector, the plastic deck protector that was on there. So I ordered that from OneUp. It was like $10. We're gonna get a sandwich stick. I'm gonna take the light up buttons out of there and put like gold leaf or something kind of buttons in there. We'll do some real arcade buttons, I believe. We'll see. It's on 100%. And there you go. And then we got the AtGames Legends Pinball. And we got some signs and stuff. I'll put some more signs up there over the Pac-Man. Now, we may or may not, guys, move the Pac-Man out. If Wonderland Amusements blows us away with their pinball, this will be like a little pinball alley. And it'll be nice because all the pinballs are out of our way. Before we had the pinball right adjacent to my desk, and it was fine, right? But this pinball only sticks out 3 inches because the wall on the left-hand side is coming out so much. The other one is stuck out about halfway, which was still manageable. You can get through just fine, but this is sticking out less. So ergonomically, it just works a lot better for us. And then if we go here and I go down here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So where Time Crisis was, you see my microphone right there and right above my head there. So it's stuck out. Now this is a wide angle lens, so it's going to look a lot bigger than what it is. But that pinball was sticking out like halfway in the aisles. But it looks really cool, guys. Look at that. The XLs are taking over. Like I said, we're going to keep the pinball. We're going to keep the Pac-Man. We're going to keep Time Crisis. We're going to keep Midway Golden Tee, Big Buck, Killer Instinct, obviously. And we're going to start moving things around once more XLs come in. We're going to kind of move and do the shimmy shuffle. We'll keep Fast and Furious. My kids really, really, really want a claw machine. So, good God, guys, pray for me on that one because we're going to have to eventually try to get a claw machine in here. Good God almighty. But to Paul's point, a claw machine does have the width of an XL. So you put it on a G.I. Joe riser booster and you will be set up for success. So there's that. But yeah, I thought I'd fill you in on a little CornerCade action right there. But I really do love how this turned out. It's perfect. I didn't think, I was kind of iffy, but it turned out great. Let me pop me up here. Mike says, I just added Frogger to the arcade for a great price. And it's funny that you bring that up. See that Pac-Man plus Cabaret Deluxe? That's actually playing Frogger. I just need this to get skinned as a Frogger. So I need a modding company to come in and skin that for me, because nobody has that, because it's a newer cabinet. Nobody has that that skin yet. All right, Israel's got a quick question. So I have a quick question for you, Danny. You said on one of your videos you officially have all of the XL arcade one-ups, but aren't you missing the Atari 50th? I wish they did make Atari 50th XL. That's going to be the centipede when it comes to basic fun. So the Atari 50th was a deluxe cabinet. And I don't count the Shack Jam because of the monitor issues and like the way the marquee was huge. I don't really count that as an XL. You know, I don't count the Golden Tee either, the monitor issues. Again, nobody bought those cabinets. Like, they were just bad. But I guess if you want me to rephrase it, we got the XLs that are most important. The Pac-Man, done beautifully. Killer Instinct, done well. Midway Golden Tee was done okay, right? You had the BOE monitor in there. At least you had that. You had the speaker grill covers, light up coin door, the deluxe badging on the coin door. You get the extra games from the Midway. I'll take it, right? I'll take it. So yeah. So there's that. Get the comment off the screen there. Thought I'd fill you guys in on that jazz. Oh, yeah. Jason, we were talking about this. So I smashed my calves together, as you guys saw there. But Jason wants to keep some space in between the calves so you can see the side art. Big Vicious says, Danny, I thought that Pac-Man was going to be a Frogger. It is. I told you. Big Vicious say, put the claw machine in there. Here, I'll add it back to the stage there. You see it? The Pac-Man is a Frogger. You can see the frogs going across the screen. I can't zoom in there. You guys see it. All right. All right. Oh, Super Pat Hobbit made it. Let's go, man. You and your family will get more use out of that claw machine than the Rabbit Amusement Pinball. I was really hoping to get the claw machine on like a sale, and it's like that thing has never gone on sale. In fact, they've gone through several waves. So I don't think that thing is ever going to go on sale. So that kind of sucks. I got to be honest with you. So I guess we're going to have to get it full price here. And when we sell another one, you know, like Pac-Man is right behind me, Deluxe, like that obviously has to go. So I think maybe when that happens, maybe we make a move. Dude, we're going to get an effing claw machine. Are you kidding me? It's like, dude, it's like, all right, I guess I'll make the kids happy. My wife will probably get a kick out of it. What do you put in there? Duckies? I don't want to keep putting candy in there because they're just going to want candy 24/7 and drive me nuts about it. We'll just put a bunch of duckies in there. They'll win them all, and then we'll put them back in the claw machine, and we'll just repeat, right? I just don't want any fighting either. Taking turns is key. Guys, you got to understand. You got two toddlers about the same age. Fighting is nonstop. James, you can't put me in the closet. Take the Pac-Man XL out. I think we'll move. We'll probably shimmy shuffle, but for right now, that's where it's going to stay. Okay? No, there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room, Dr. Torque. I am a big guy myself. I'm like, what, 6 foot, 225? I might be 230. Who knows, right? Who knows? Yeah, but see, this is beautiful. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It's coming together. I'm excited. All right, guys. Let's scroll over here. Where are we at? I guess we can share the screen here. Let's shift topics, all right? Let's share the screen. Let's float over to our friend G.I. Joel, guys. There it is. Read them and weep, baby. Let's see how I am on here. Oh, you can't see it because this is still on there. I always love how you have to remove and then add. It like StreamYard gets confused. Restream wasn't like that. They just automatically did that for you, right? So let's pop me up here, guys. All right, as you can clearly see what we got going on here. We're on G.I. Joel's website, and when I was doing the video for him, I was scrolling down here. I was like, oh, he's got apparel. I'm like, this is awesome. Joel, I got to get one of these shirts and wear it on stream. I need you to give me a tall size, though. You got extra large. You got extra large, but I need extra large tall. I'm a big guy. Okay, I'm a big guy. I digress. We'll scroll down here to the stuff that matters, all right? His debut of his 3/4 scale deluxe arcade cabinets, handcrafted by the best G.I. Joel. And the play choice, guys, is officially sold out. So Joel had a very successful run at that. I know a lot of friends who bought it and a lot of people who are really excited about it. I contacted him. He's got three left of the Build-A-Choice. Okay. So he's got 3 left of this guy right here. And then you can do the upgrade kit for right here. So if you haven't gotten your hands on it, now's the time to do so. In the chat, guys. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. G.I. Joel is in the house. Hey, I'm a big guy. Like, I like my t-shirts big, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't standing up straight properly, right? Yes, I did meet you in person. I met your kids and your wife, and it was a grand old time, buddy. Let's go. Are you going to come again to the Pinball Expo? Are you going to come across the pond? That's what we're going to call it now. Come across the pond. Now, guys, in the chat, who here has gotten or purchased, pre-ordered here a G.I. Joel cabinet? I know, James, don't you have yours, like, shipped out already? I know there's some heat and walkabout golf about that. Dubs was not happy. Oh, that's great. That's great. It's gonna be really cool to see. Hopefully, guys, we don't have the kids with us and we can actually enjoy ourselves this time. We're gonna have Big Sister come and watch the kids, so we'll be okay. We'll be okay. The cousins are gonna be in the house, baby. Backer number 3, Israel. I saw that live. Yeah, Chris, there's not enough tall size t-shirts in the world. See? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta have the length. This shirt's a tall. Because it shrinks, you know, and then it all evens out. B Kirby says he bought a Popeye. A lot of people bought Popeye, dude. A lot of people. I think Dubs got a Popeye. Jason got a Popeye. B Kirby got a Popeye. Who else got a Popeye? James got a Popeye. Everybody got a Popeye. Now, if I was Joel, I keep telling you XL, man. I keep telling you. But if I were to get one, I think I would have gone Fix It Felix, right? I think I would have strayed Oppo and gone Fix It Felix. That's because everybody got the same thing. Everybody got the same. Vic got like 3 of them, Joel. Vic got 3 of them. Yeah, when those arrive, Vic, you're gonna go ham, dude. It's gonna be awesome. So there's a lot of people in here that got these cabinets. Like I said, I know a lot of friends here who got their hands on a G.I. Joe cabinet. It's gonna be insane when that thing is built and you guys are playing it. It's gonna be awesome. Israel got a Popeye too. Jesus, they're just handing out Popeyes left and right, man. Who got a Play Choice? Because there's like, wasn't there 24 of those? Who got a Play Choice? Somebody had to have gotten a Play Choice in the chat, right? That's this guy right here. Let's take a look. The Play Choice is cool. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I don't know. I just would have gone Fix It Felix. I just would, or Super Mario Brothers. I got to be honest with you. Super Mario Brothers would have been cool. Let's see here. Let me scroll. Okay, we got Build-A-Choice. So yeah, this is some cool stuff, man. I'm really excited for you. He's got the schematics already up on there. So let me zoom out a little bit. So if any of you guys want to get graphics for this thing ASAP, you can go ahead and do so. And I think, you know, this is just the beginning, Joel, as you know. You know, not everybody wants a Nintendo cab. Maybe some people already got the Nintendo cab through Glenn's FU. PB&J here, for example, CornerCade crew channel member, and Joel is a CornerCade crew channel member now too. He's waiting on the Robotron, you know, and I think a lot of people are waiting on their specific. I mean, literally, people are like, "Well, Danny, why didn't you get this?" And I'm like, dude, I'm not speaking Nintendo. You want to talk about an XL Sega Star Wars trilogy? Yeah, I'll be backer number F1. You know what I mean? Like, you come and bring it, baby. I'm more of a 90s kid, right? Just 90s guy, early aughts. You know, you want to make a Marvel vs. Capcom XL? Okay. Yeah, let's do this. A Mortal Kombat Midway style XL? Yeah, okay, I'll be in on that too. Oh, we got some confirmed news here from Joel. So $80 for graphics, artwork shipped from Stickersmith. I reached out to him and that's going to include the sides, the marquee, and the bezel. So awesome. That's actually a really, really good price, guys. Joe Sabos charged $225. So that's going to be a really good price. I reached out to Stickersmith when you said his name to see if he can do like a Pac-Man overlay for the control panel on the XL. He hasn't done it yet, but he might create that and start selling that on his website. But yeah, when I saw this, even this little shell of Fix It Felix, where's that guy right here? I can't remember. I was like, oh, this is cool, man. This is dope. I wish I saw these in person so I could really get a sense of like how big or small these are. Because it has the 19-inch monitor still in there, right? You know, if you get the upgrade. So I don't know. It's gonna be cool, man. I'm so happy for you. That's why we're talking about it. I got a smile on my face, man. I can't wait to see what you're gonna make in the future, dude. This is like a huge leap and a huge step for you. And guys, just listen, Joel's here, man. Show him some love in the chat. Half you guys backed this and supported him, so give him what the man deserves. Give him some love, dude. This is Tuesday night, effing chilling and chatting, and we are live with Joel in the fucking house, baby. Let's go. So he said shipping should be pretty quick. So this is awesome, dude. I'm really proud of you, man. And I've loved you since day one. Your products are awesome. That inline riser is incredible. And we had it on all of our cabinets, and then we moved the drill, went to XL now, and it's a whole different possibility. I'm still hoping, guys, still keep bothering Joel about an XL size. Paul Miniman is in the chat. Bother him about an XL size, XL anything. And let's get this ship moving, right? 3 inches higher, 3 inches wider, and I'm all in, baby. Let's go. Oh, so that's the good point here by G.I. Joel. If you order one now, you'll probably have the art by the time I get the cab out, so then it'll come together, right? That'll be nice and get it all done in one fall swoop. And there'll be multiple rounds of this. So Evan brings up a good point here. Joel, will there be a round 2 of the play choice? There should be round 2 and 3. Am I correct, Joel? He'll let you answer in the chat, man. Yeah, and at the end of the day, Paul Miniman, whether it's an XL or a Deluxe, like this just looks fucking legit. Like this looks legit, man. I applaud G.I. Joel for making an accurate shaped cab, even though I'm holding out for larger, right? Like this, it just looks badass, dude. It looks cool. Joel, you gotta figure out somehow to make like the fake faux coin door, but put G.I. Joel Gaming like as a deluxe badge, like the arcade 1-ups do. You gotta do that. Like that would be so damn cool, man. That would be really cool. Okay, so he's still working out some options, so we'll see in the future. There'll be multiple runs of different cabinets, I would assume. I'm hyped for you, man, and I really do envy what you got going on over there. It's really cool stuff. So Joel can continue answering those questions. We'll bring them up on screen as needed here. We're gonna talk a little Wonderland, guys. We're gonna shift. Okay, I reached out to Wonderland. Wonderland is my guy. Wonderland's my guys, dude. I told you the story. I met Gary, Jerry, and the rest of the crew down there. My son grabs Gary's hand and he takes him right to pinball, and it's the Pinball Expo. So let's start playing some damn pinball. And we were talking for hours after that. Really cool group of guys over there. My wife and I, fingers crossed, if anything happens, we'll be live and in the building at the Pinball Expo in Chicago 2025, man. And hopefully we'll get an interview with those guys. I think they'd be more than willing to do that since they got us on the Kickstarter page. So cool, so cool. But they will have their fully finalized product in the house at the Pinball Expo. The final kaput. Mrs. CornerCade, you're going to get her thoughts on it. You're going to get my thoughts on it as well in that video. But they'll also have another product, guys. And I didn't bring it on screen. Let me find that product. They have a product. Let's see here. I don't even know if I sent myself this. They have a product that's a mystery product, right? I didn't even send myself this product. So I'm going to have to pull up. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up my YouTube page. Because I shared it. And I gave my thoughts on that. So they're going to have a product. Let's see here. Let's go over here real quick. All right, let's zoom into this. All right, posts. Here we go. All right, here it is right here. Let me show you guys real quick. And this product, guys, it looks very familiar. Here we go. It looks very familiar to something, okay? I want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the chat, guys. What do you possibly think this product could be? Like, I want to know what you think, because I have my guess. And this was something that was possibly revealed through James Hates Everything and myself about a year ago. And I have that photo, guys. I have that photo from the stream. So we can kind of take a look at that and see how that is. This will be kind of neat and this will be kind of cool. But I want to know your thoughts and opinions because I'm a little... I don't know. I mean, they're Wonderland amusements. They're not just Wonderland pinball. And look at, guys, they are going to release more pinball. So for anybody that had questions of... Oh, are they gonna release more pinball? Yes, they want to do it at, they've obviously, we've heard about Star Wars, Jerry being a huge Star Wars fan. That could be one. Just want to let you know, guys, that I got a little word here that this is going to be officially licensed. So it's officially licensed, and I think I know what direction they're going. And once I show you, you might put two and two together. You might put two and two together. So let's see here. Air hockey. Ichabod Crane says air hockey. Close. It could be. Looking at this thing that's got a girthy base, it could be. It could be. Pac-Man versus head-to-head, like a pinball Pac-Man versus head-to-head. Could be. That middle, it looks familiar to me. That middle looks familiar a little bit. So while you guys have this in your mind, right? Let's bring this down real quick, okay? While you guys have this in your mind, I want you to think, okay? Just hear me out here, okay? Let's see where we're at here. I'm gonna bring this up, and okay, what do we got going on? So let's bring this up here, because this was from a year ago, guys. Oh, it's not that. Why does it keep? What's going on here? There we go. Let's bring this. There we go. Okay, guys, this was from a year ago. Okay, let me get me zoomed in here. Kind of, I guess, not really. Guys, what is that? What is that? Well, James Hates Everything should know what this is. This is a Super Mario Brothers. Remember, officially licensed is what I was told. It is officially licensed, and I was able to confirm that from Wonderland. And look at those sticks. Look at those. They're very familiar. So there's a Super Mario Brothers bubble hockey. Decade Slippers, it's been a minute. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Disney on Ice. Oh, man. So what do you think? If we go back, we take a look. We saw kind of the overhang. Let's go back to my post here. So let's see if I can, I wonder if I can just, I can't save it, but okay. So this is what's going to be at the, okay. This is going to be at the Pinball Expo. So if we go back, let's share my screen here. Stop sharing that. Let's bring this up. I hate talking to myself while I'm doing it. It's like that makes for great radio, right? Okay. So here we go. So if you bring this up, do you see like where the scoreboard is and all the attachments there? Do you see that? That looks like plumbing, guys. I don't know. Hey, the struggle bus is real on a Tuesday. I don't know what to tell you, man. So right here, we'll add this to say very similar, guys. This looks like maybe the pre-production, and then they kind of enhanced it. I don't know. Super Mario Brothers hockey. What do you guys think? Robert? Do you think, would you like that? Would you like that? I don't know. Like, I know this is kind of crazy to think about it, because we're just used to Wonderland doing pinball. We're just used to Wonderland doing pinball, but maybe something else is going on. I don't know. This could be the thing, but this will be at the Pinball Expo as well. So whether it's this or not, that's just my guess. That's honest to God, just my guess. But I think that's I don't know. Maybe they're trying to get in with Nintendo a little bit. Paul Mindeman says, seems legit to me, but maybe not a Nintendo license, maybe another form, another brand. Could be. That's just my guess. But maybe this is their way of getting in with Nintendo a little bit. Who knows? They could do the toys, and then maybe they want to do a pinball or something. I mean, that would be crazy. It is big. It is big. I will say this, and yes, in the line, I don't know. It's gonna be there, and if we're there, we're gonna get to see it, and you guys will know for sure. So it's a couple months away. Oh yeah, DK, I got that. Yep, thank you. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you so much, man. My KI stopped hissing. It was hissing before, having some audio issues, and it just stopped. So fingers crossed that goes away. We'll see. We'll see what that's going on. But I thought that was a little. I was kind of following the tea leaves, right? Officially licensed, looked very similar to what they were working on with Arcade 1-Up. So maybe they kind of just took that over with them. Who knows, right? That was just my best guess. All right, we'll take that off the screen. Okay, let's do this. Boom. All right, here we go, guys. So we covered everything besides the elephant in the room, okay? Besides AtGames. Okay, now guys in the chat, do we really think AtGames is going to come out with a TMNT pinball? Guys, do we think that? Is that like Let's Go worthy?
Let's go!
I don't know. So I did my sleuthing. I reached out to AtGames. Okay, wanted to get the official word. I said, AtGames, what's going on? Is this thing real or is it fake? Okay, what's going on with this? And they got back to me and they said, it's not official until it's official. I'm like, what kind of answer is that? What kind of answer is that? So we're going to have to go with what Dr. Torque is saying is 100%. It's 100% real. All right. It would have denied it otherwise. Now, let's bring this up real quick, guys. Okay. I'll stay in this position. All right. There's a lot of things that are cool with this. There's a lot of things that are very head scratching. Of course I did. I said, do you know who I am? 74K, not a fan of that. DK said he's tempted to get it. And I do think that. Okay, so, and I know Vic was interested in this. So here's what we're going to kind of dissect, okay? So I don't know who found this, but this is now shared in the Discords, right? There's a lot to digest here. So let's go through. I guess this is the owner's manual, right? This is an HDP. It kind of reminds me of DDP back in WCW, you know? Bang! Okay? So it's an HD pinball. Or is it HD premium? I don't know, right? I don't know. So, HDP. So it's an HD pinball table. Now this looks, April O'Neil looks AI as all hell there. You got to stop using AI, all right? Let's get through this, okay? There's a lot to take in here, and it's kind of cool that this is kind of like a step up from the HD, but like a step down from the 4K, but it almost falls in the pricing of a 4K. You know, we got our Jurassic Park for $1,200. That's what this price is going to be. So if that's the case, right, this has got to be, right out of the gate, this has got to be an $8.99 product. $8.99 for this, okay, all day at the club stores or whatever, right? Because it was leaked to Sam's Club, I believe. I think that's the one that was floating around. That's the image that was floating around. I don't have that, but yeah, so $8.99 would work for this. And I'm going to tell you why, because you're getting the same rock chip that's in the 4KP. So you got the performance, but this is a 1080 display. So it's not going to do 2K. It's not going to do 4K. Now, will you notice a difference? I don't know. I couldn't tell you that unless they're side by side, right? I honestly couldn't tell you this. 1080 seems a little weak if you're pushing out 2K on the Zen and 4K on Zacari and everything else. I mean, you're really pushing out 4K. Those are bright, beautiful, no jaggy edges. And does that matter to you at the end of the day? You know, could you say, okay, for a couple $100 less, I'll live without it? But there's also a couple other things that you kind of have to watch out for. And if it was the same price as what the Jurassic Park 4K was, then we got ourselves a damn good deal. Okay, so this is still a 32-inch playfield. It's a 31.5 inch there, 60 frames per second. Now the back box is going to be a little bit smaller, so the box itself is going to be a little bit smaller, and the screen is going to be a little bit smaller as well. So you're going from a 24-inch screen to, I mean, I don't know the size of this if it's in here, but that is a lot smaller than the 24-inch screen. The DMD looks to be the same size. Okay, let's see if we got any other pictures here. Okay, so we got Bebop and Rocksteady in the house, right? We got the turtles with Bebop there, or Rocksteady. No, I think it's Bebop. That's Bebop. All right, you can kind of see the play field there. I mean, I'm not blown away. This is going to be a Zen, but it'll be fun to play. You know, Turtles is a great theme. This will come out. And kudos for AtGames for getting this. This will come out on the 4K as well, so it'll be fun to play. You know, the theme rocking and all that jazz. I just hope they don't mess it up like they kind of did with Killer Instinct and Battletoads. Like those were kind of disappointing tables, and the most recent kind of theme tables. Now this is including matching control deck art, which is always awesome. The problem with all of this, guys, and let me see if I can go to the beginning here. The problem with this is that skin just looks god awful. It honestly, AtGames, you got to get some rendering guys in there. You got to do something. I mean, anything, right? I mean, anything. You could do this, right? You could do this. I mean, this looks kind of cool, right? This is a stern, right? I'm not saying word for word. Or you can make this the back glass, you know? You could do something like this. Good guys, bad guys, left, right side, kind of blend them in the middle in the kick plate. Had the Turtles logo, on the back box. Do something cool, right? Got the Techno Dome there. You got all, you got like stuff going on, right? And this is kind of the same artwork that they kind of picked, right? So I was kind of thinking, hey, something like this, but you're getting something like this, So that looks a little bit better. It's a little bit bigger for you guys to see. So this honestly just looks like they took a bunch of, and I know people have said already, PNG images and just stuck them on the thing, and then they have this just background of like Turtles 1, right? Arcade game, and just move the drill. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't go together. It doesn't flow. It doesn't tell a story. And Dove said that, and I think that was a great way to put it. The artwork's got to tell a story, right? And this just doesn't do it for me. Now, I will say this. I think that the speaker grill covers are kind of cool. They got the green turtle shell on there. That's kind of cool. I do like where the logo is above the back box there on the screen, but everything else is just kind of meh. It's very mid. It's very mid, and it's not something that like I would love to show off in my game room, right? Will this be the same size table as the 4K? I believe so. So at least you're getting the size of it. I did notice here that there's gray powder coating on the side rails there, and then black legs. And there's no kick plate. So maybe some cost cutting measures there. So it's going to have the same performance, but it's only going to be able to play 1080p. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Does this interest you at all? Like, it looks like they're coming out with a new affordable line. So if we're going to say, if we're going to assume that this is more affordable, because it doesn't seem like they've done really good sales on their 4KP pinball tables, so it looks like they have a new rebranding here of HD. You see the silver card here. You have all the, you have all the newer games. So, I don't know. Is this going to be good? Is this not? I don't know. I have a 4KP, and I think it's really cool. I play it all the time, almost every day, to be quite honest with you. And I enjoy it, but it's going to be better graphically. I think I heard chatter that this would be available with the SSF kit. So at least you'll be able to have that, because that's a big, big time difference right there. And you can kind of see a little bit closer here on the kick plate. There's no coin door on there, and that kind of, that doesn't matter to you guys. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. But yeah, I don't know about this one. I got to be honest, I wasn't overly thrilled. Like I said, there's some good things. Here's the other side. It's just like splinters there. It's like a Splinter logo. Like the artwork needs improvement. You could have had way more ooze. I think it would have been really cool to put ooze along the gray side rail there. The powder coated gray side rail, just have ooze pouring down. You could have made it really, really cool. And I don't know if this is the final design or render, but this is in the promotional stuff, so one would think that this is the final. It's very reminiscent with the speaker grill covers on there, that this would be the final kind of product. But no official word on that yet. Again, according to AtGames, when it's official, it is official. But yeah, and they're gonna have a different. So it's just gonna be interesting to see, how this does. I think it would do pretty good at an $8.99 price point. I just don't see this at the same price as an entry level Jurassic Park. That's 4K. You're gonna have the bigger back box. The bigger screen for the back box. You're gonna have a better play field. I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? Is this, like I said, is this Vic? Is this something that appeals to you? He says, Danny, the art is super simple, and we can add whatever we want at the end of the day. I'd add a custom pizza box topper to start. That would be kind of cool. Custom pizza box topper. The toppers can go crazy with this one for sure. You can do the ooze canister. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, you can always reskin this, but do you want to do that? Like modding, it's like, man, you pay for what you got. You just want to have it. You just want to have it sometimes. Mike Hawkert says, this is a nice pickup on clearance if it's overstocked by Sam's Club. Otherwise, looking forward to playing on the table in the 4KP. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I think it'll be kind of cool getting a Turtles table on the 4KP. Hopefully, It's made correctly. Hopefully, it's fun to play. Hopefully, they got cool call outs and theme music in there. Fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. Joel says, I'll buy the table, despite that it is being made by Magic Pixel, and it's probably gonna suck. Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, right? That it'll be good. It'll be more than playable. And Vic Vicious says, where is Craig and Casey Jones? Yeah, that's a good point. So what they're missing, that's why I said that's why I said you do something like this. Oh, not like this. I got to remove that. You do something like this guy right here. You have the good guys and the bad guys, like the different artworks and stuff. Like this looks cool. You can do a lot of inspiration. You can take a lot away from just this image. I think this is kind of like updated Turtles, because that's what they're kind of doing. B Kirby's all in. He's like, I'll buy it. Do you have a 4K P Kirby? Do you have one? Do you have a 4K P Pinball? Let me know. But I think that's where, I don't know. That's just my two cents. I think they could have done a lot better. Getting back to this guy, like, that looks pretty cool. Like, you can't, like, even the green trim, like the lime green trim. Wouldn't it be cool if they did the lime green powder coating? That would have been cool. Add this back to here. Put it around. That would make it pop. If you're gonna do gray, you could have done lime green, right? I'm just saying. But yeah, I think the art package needs a lot of work. But if it's already coming over, it's too late for that. But yeah, you can always reskin it. You can always mod it. This could be a modder's dream. If you want to come up with a lot of Turtles cool themes. But yeah, at the end of the day, we don't know a price point. So if a price point is of $8.99, you can see some value. It's got the rock chip in it. It's got the bigger, the good 32-inch play field or close to it. It's got a lot of cool things. It's got like the control panel art. It could be SSF kit available. Could be a lot of cool and exciting things if it's the right price point. That's getting on back on the XLs, I do think AtGames is pretty smart for making something like this, but you can't have it reach that 1,000. It's got to be under 1,000, because if your 4K Ps are like, $1,000, $1,500, $1,200, $2,000, like that's like the premium end product, and you have something like this that kind of meets the middle. How tall is it going to be? Is it going to be like that 4K height? Because remember, the 4K P on the legs, it stood higher than the HD. So you're getting kind of like the best of both worlds. And guys, we were lucky to not be interrupted by any diaper changes so far. So we made it, guys. We made it. But yeah, I mean, I think this will be cool if it's at a Sam's Club. You guys can go see it if it's at a Sam's Club. I can pop on by if we get a membership, and I can go check it out as well, and give you my thoughts and opinions if it's actually out of box on display. I think that would help too. I think the Turtles licensing will always help if you don't have a pin. But I think if they can hit that $8.99 price point, it is crucial, right? At least under $1,000. I think under $1,000 would be great. Joel, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. He's beat. He's going to go make some cabinets in the morning. He's going to bed. Let's go. So B Kirby doesn't have a 4K P. I know it's not 4K, but I thought the price was nuts. And I guess I was right, because they didn't sell anywhere what they need to. And then when they were going to sell it. Yeah. You were right, my guy. And I don't know if it was a mixture of like the price. It's just, you're pricing yourself out of the home arcade market. I don't know. The themes. Maybe people wanted more like arcade recreation themes. They only made one, to my knowledge, and that was the Attack from Mars. Looked beautiful. It's funny because AtGames won the pinball war, right? AtGames dominated with pinball, and they did a great job with it. I think a lot of the one thing I don't like about AtGames is it kind of feels like you don't own the product. You gotta let the customer breathe at games. You just gotta stop with these updates and stop locking people out. I know mistakes happen, but you gotta correct those mistakes before they happen, right? You just gotta avoid those. You can't. So that I totally understand. Customer service, I don't know. I can't speak upon that because I have like an inside source. So my stuff is handled immediately. So I don't know with you guys if you could let me know how well their customer service is. I know Arcade 1-Up's customer service is exceptional. I mean, I'm like, they're like my mod part shop. I'm like, hey, you guys got this panel? I'm gonna buy it for you, $10. Great, ship it out right away. So their customer service is amazing. But I feel like with the AtGames product, you just don't own it. It's like they always are watching. They're always locking people out. They always have control over it through online. You gotta let it go, man. Like, you gotta let it go a little bit and let people enjoy this product. Offline, online, doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. Cyber Styles, what's going on, man? I don't know if you're coming or if you're going, but thank you for stopping by, dude. Let's go. Can I get a yeah, chat?
Yeah!
It's been a little quiet tonight. I understand, and it's okay. We're back in the building, baby. Aiden Dude said you're going to have to scan your state ID to log in. He's not too far off, man. Yeah, but that's just my advice to AtGames. Just back it up a little.
Perfect!
Just back it up a little. Just let us breathe, and everything's going to be okay, right? Hell, I don't keep a lot of my arcade one-ups online. I'll keep them connected to the internet. And then, if there's an update, I'll kind of check in here or there, and then I take them offline. I want to just play offline, because otherwise you get people bothering you all the time. You'll play online games, and then it stops playing, like when my kids are playing. Okay, so Mike MC says, AtGames customer service on the Facebook is totally garbage. Yep, I'm talking to you, Leah. So, okay, so I guess maybe their customer service could be a little bit better. Could be a little bit better, to say the least, to put it politely, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, Arcade 1-Up's customer service, that's one thing you can't knock them on. It's exceptional. I haven't had any of these issues, guys, that I hear a lot of people talking about. I turn off my pinball, turn it on every day. I don't have to re-log in. I've logged in once, and that was it. So thank God I don't have any problems with logging in, logging out, playing that game at all. I'm looking at the pin right now, there's been no problems. With the update, I entered my order number. It was kind of a pain. I had to log in on the website to find my order number, but I found it once I logged in, entered it, and it was good as golden. I guess my one question is, what happens if you buy like a used 4K off Marketplace? What, do you got to track the guy down to get his order number? I don't like that stuff. Like, you just got to let it be, man. Like, you got to let it be. I don't know. What happens? What happens when, did anybody run into that? That was one thing that crossed my mind. But as far as this TMNT cab that kind of got leaked out, it looks like it's going to happen, guys. Price point needs to be $8.99. You need to be able to sell it on your website, sell it at Sam's. If you want to do AtGames Direct, it's $1,000. If you want to do Sam's Club, $8.99. I think you might have a winner just because of the licensing. You could always reskin things. 1080p, it's going to be very interesting to see if 1080p, if there's a lot of jaggies on the playfield, if things are like more pixelated, you can't read the fine print. Compared to 2K, because there is a difference. If you're watching a YouTube video in 1080, watching in 2K or 4K, there is a significant difference, right? Even just watching on your phone, there's a difference. But so it'd be interesting to see. The rock chip is there, so could you be able to play 4K games? Like, if you buy them, could it work? Or if this is just directed towards more of a cost-efficient product to kind of get in people's homes, that's a couple $100 cheaper. But if you're going to make it the same price as like a Jurassic Park, 4K, you're going to go the 4K route, right? Like, that's a no-brainer. If maybe people don't know the specs or something, that might be another day or another dollar kind of thing. All right, guys, that is all I have for the show. I got to be honest with you, touch on AtGames, touch on G.I. Joe, touched on Wonderland. We'll see, guys, if my prediction's right on Wonderland. Wonderland, if you're watching, I might be on you. Paul says, just no interest in another table. But let's talk about G.I. Joe more and his next cabinets. Yeah, we'll definitely have to. We'll have to get Joel back on the show. I know he went off to bed, but we'll have to get Joel back on the show and maybe discuss some of those next cabinets. There's a lot of ideas floating around. Vic Vicious, we talked about Afterburner 1,000 times. Kubert got thrown out there, Robotron. He even put Sega Star Wars Trilogy in his poll. I think we want to see some new and exciting titles for sure. If he can tinker and toy with doing an XL version, I think that's going to be badass because he's already got the 19-inch. Let's just make it happen. It's 3 inches wider, 3 inches taller. That is it. Call it a day, right? Call it a day, and you'll be right there. 65 inches tall is what the Golden Tee is. 68 inches tall is what? Or maybe 67. They're giving it a generous because I'm looking at them right now, and they look about the same. But, the KI Pro, I'm sorry. You're like, what am I talking about, right? They're right next to each other. They look fine together. So just 3 inches wider and 3 inches taller, and I'm telling you right there. Maybe 4 inches taller, you're right there for a possible XL option, man. It's going to be cool. I'm excited. I'm excited either way, man. Hayden Dew says, Wonderland is legit. Mario Brothers Slapshot we saw years ago. Yeah, I showed that on here. I think it was on the Me and James stream, right? It always does this. So now I got to go like this, and I got to go like this, and I got to go. There we go. So this is what I think it's going to be. Fingers crossed, guys. This is what I think it's going to be. We'll see what happens. A little Super Mario Brothers Slapshot Hockey, right? We'll see. Mike says, no, Joel is off limits until my DK shifts. Let the man work in peace. Let's go. Yeah, he's going to be getting those things out pretty soon, I would assume. I think he's going to be on top of this first batch run. It's going to be pretty easy. And once he gets it down, like down to a T where he's packing everything, you know, and moving and grooving, I think he's really going to be rocking and rolling and getting these cabs out. I mean, he said he could do about 2 to 3 a day. So you could do about 2 or 3 a day of these. So we'll see what's up, man. We'll see what's up. This is going to be exciting. I know, tomorrow? No, Thursday, for you Walkabout golf fans, we're going to have a new course. It's going to be Tokyo. So that's going to be really cool. Play and have some fun with. But yeah, I mean, everything in the home arcade scene is going to be really ramping up. Time's ticking, guys. Time's ticking for basic fun and maybe iconic to get some news here. Some actual news, right? I think basic fun, we're going to definitely have some leaks, and we're going to definitely have some footage and renders of what they're going to be producing Q4, either on their website or leaked out to YouTubers. I have a feeling, guys, just trust me on this. But we're going to get some information. Could be any day now. It's supposed to be in August, guys. We're on August 12th. We're like almost midway here. So we're looking at any day. Any day. Paul, I'm right on the dimensions. Let's go. Split side half. Boom. Done. That's your dimensions right there, guys. New Williams table Thursday. What's coming Thursday? Help me help you here. Dr. Torque, let me know. Oh, we not know yet. It's gonna be a guess. What do we think it's gonna be? Am I gonna have any interest in this? The tables have been mid. The last table I got, the Arabian Nights, was It wasn't Theater of Magic, I'll tell you that much. If we're talking pinball, it wasn't Theater of Magic. But guys, that's all I got for today. We're an hour 13. Kind of a short show for us. Kind of a short show. And if I pull up my YouTube, guys, I got 3 people that I'm subscribed to. They're all streaming right now. This is nuts. You got options everywhere, guys. Let's go. Tuesday nights rocking and rolling, baby. Let's do this. I appreciate everybody coming out and having fun. Anybody got anything for me, or are we kind of good?
Yeah.
All right. Taxi, Whodunit, and Pinbot. Okay, thank you. That's the. Are those any good? Because I know we were having chatter about that. I know Bride of Pinbot is pretty good. That I've seen live gameplay of that table. Pretty good. But none of these resonate with me at all. So, is that worth getting? Let me know, Dr. Torque. Let me know down below in the comment section if that's worth spending the hard-earned money for. Peace out, Cyber Styles. Let's go, man. So those are awesome, Jason. Are those good? Taxi's fun, Cammy says. Okay. Is Taxi like Getaway? Can we do like a little relate on that? Getaway was fun. Junkyard was fun. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeet is right, man. I got to get a Yeet sounder. If you guys want to stick with me, I can see if I can find one real quick. There's a website that I go to. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it always saves the same thing that I put in last. Let's see here. I think I found one. I want to do one where he's in the arena, though. Hold on. No, it's not. They're all going to be the same. Yeah, they're all going to be the same. Oh, God, that one was annoying. It's kind of okay. It's nothing like he's on the mic, right? We want to get Jimmy and Jay Uso in the building. Let's see here. If I go over here, let's see if I can add this. Where's my downloads? We're doing this live, guys. So this is okay. I found it, by the way. Here we go. There you go. Something crazy. I had a Turtles one, actually. I forgot to add it in the show today. Let's see, we'll do this one. When I was doing the Turtles, I was gonna do a turtle sounder. There was 2 of them I have, and I think one of you guys. Oh, here we go. And then we had this one.
Wise man say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
You guys remember that from the Turtles movie, dude. We'll keep those in the rotation. Steve Sales says, Supersonic is supposed to come out from AtGames. Enough. Well said. Supersonic good? I've never played it. It's a lot like Diner. I've never played Diner, so I'm very new to pinball. But because of your guys' recommendations, there's been some bangers out there, guys. Medieval Madness, Theater of Magic, Attack from Mars. There's a lot of good tables. I'm a big Williams fan. The only one I don't like so far that's Williams has been like Creature. You know, Creature of the Black Lagoon. It's okay. It's kind of got the same repetitive call outs, you know. It's okay. World Cup Soccer is great. Trying to think what else. My kid Logan loves to play World Cup Soccer, like scoring the goal, trying to score the goal. It's great. Yeah, we could talk all night about random stuff, guys. I could digress, guys. We never got interrupted. This is amazing. I thought for sure my kids were gonna wake up. I thought for sure. But they don't have NBA Fast Break on there. They don't have it. Revenge from Mars I played in the arcades. My wife's got her weekend coming up, and she's like, "You want to go to the arcade?" And a Revenge from Mars is there. Maybe we'll go to the arcade. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling. She wants to do something and have some fun, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We always go to the Garcade. That's our jam. That's the best kind of retro arcade. There's a couple retro arcades around us. That's the best one by far, guys. I appreciate everybody being here tonight, guys. It's time to get up and get out of here. I can't wait for some breaking news coming our way from all these cool companies getting all this cool stuff. The XL Revolution is on, guys. Courtesy of Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger. We have Pac-Man XL in the house. Thank you so much again, Moat, Mike of all trades, making this happen for the Killer Instinct Pro. And I will never forget Jantry G reaching out to me and getting me the Midway Golden Tee. Let me know that his Costco still had it. So the XL Revolution is on. I sure as hell hope so, guys. It's like days now. We got a couple days. Is Arcade one up? Are we going to get those shipping manifests in? Do they have an XL coming to Costco? I really hope it's something. Because I think if it's something, that's better than nothing. If you're getting nothing, that's really grim. But at least if it's like a Miss Pac-Man XL or something, or even a Pac-Man 45th anniversary, that at least it's something, right? That would be in good standing. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that's all I got, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Let's go. Q4 is coming. Every show we get closer and closer and closer, and I'm that much more excited to be able to get some of these, get my hands on some of these products and see what they're all about and if it's worth the hype, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Leave a comment down below what you think of the stream. Let me know. Give this video a like. Just hit the like button on your way out. Just go boop. It's literally that easy. And you don't have to do anything else. I got to get out of here. We'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go. Peace.